Oh, we're rolling.
So we're talking about Gail Larsen and the
And
transformational
speaking.
So I went the year before you, I think.
Mm-hmm. And you were a huge reason why I went afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you came back with a spark in your eye and a clarity in your voice that I was like, I want some of that.
And you know, it's funny because I remember it was Carolyn that had told me about Gail Larsen and this course that was going on at Santa Fe. And at the time, I was thinking maybe in my future I'll want to speak. I want to do some public speaking. I didn't have plans to become a public speaker, but I thought there has to be something in this that I'll gain. I'll gain some wisdom, and so that's why I wanted to go. And just the way it's funny because I thought about, just talking about this and the impact it had on me. And it's called transformational speaking for a reason. Because what happens there, you can't really describe you don't know. I didn't know what I was going into until I did it, but it transformed my life. Like it really did. Like that's the thing I thought about. I was talking to Carolyn about this too. I was like, I think everything changed. A lot changed in my life after that. Like there's something in me was found, and my voice that I had actually been quieting for many, many years. And it was like, I went there and those 4 days of immersing yourself in that, she's bringing it out and like, what do you have to say? And it's yours. It's your authentic self that needs to come out, right? You're not trying to copy anybody else. There's no model here on, right? Like the way she does it is just so, it's a very beautiful process.
It's brilliant, I think, the way she does it. And I remember I had looked years ago, Carolyn had told me about it when she used to come to BC. And so I emailed her probably 4 or 5 years ago to say, like, when are you coming next to BC?
Yes.
So at that time, going to Santa Fe was not a possibility. And she said, I'm not coming anymore to BC. I'm only doing Santa Fe and Mexico. I said, and then I just knew 4 years later that I needed to go. And it really did transform. Not only, I feel like it transformed aspects of my life, like you were speaking to, but it most definitely transformed my speaking. And I use her process that she designed, that we work through during the session. I use it for every keynote, every public address. I know that some people will say the course is very expensive, but for me, the benefit over the time has made that course actually reasonable, for sure, because the value in my personal life as a result of participating in transformational speaking, but also the value in my professional life has, blown up in a really good way, in a way that I could have never imagined.
Well, and because it's in Victoria, people aren't spending all this money to travel, hotels. I mean, if they're living in BC,
or the exchange.
Yeah.
Right? So a number of reasons.
I think just being with Gail, because she is, like, I think of her as a sage, or like she is medicine, right? And then she talks about bringing our medicine out into the world, and we have something to say, and it's almost like a responsibility to say it. That's the other, like, there were so many things that I got out of it that I'm taking into my life, which I really appreciated for sure.
Yeah, and I think for me too, like when I have different ideas about what I want to speak about or speak to, or different inspirations, I have a model now of how to capture that so that I can articulate it in a way that hearts and minds can hear it and kind of let it sink in. And I didn't have that model before. And I think that's part of what's been transformational for me.